your host, Mike Stubbs. You can do an awful lot with words, but we are very, very susceptible to other forms of media. Maybe not words, maybe something that you can see, touch, feel, experience, and that can sometimes hit really hard. The picture being worth 1,000 words, yeah, that's getting closer to it. When it comes to distracted driving, when it comes to screen addiction, we've got a bad mix there, and we know it, and we know it exists. And local artist Sharlene Rochard has certainly taken that and run with it. She has gone to Fanshawe. She has gone to Western. She is a graduate of Beale, an accomplished model, an actress, a filmmaker, and a sculptor. And we're lucky enough to have Sharlene Rochard with us. Sharlene, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You have decided to do a couple of things to raise awareness about distracted driving and screen addiction that is more than just saying, hey, we've got a problem here, you need to stop and wag a finger at somebody. Tell us what you've done.
So, I have wrote, produced, directed, and edited a film called Addict, and I combined it with a sculpture of a car. And this car is mashed up, and it has iPhones and cell phones all around it. It's on display right now at 100 Kellogg's.
And this is a yellow car, and there is a bicycle that is almost embedded into it. There is a stop sign that is a part of the piece. And like you say, you've got screens, iPhones, tablets, you name it, all around. What do you want people to experience when they take a look at it?
Well, when they watch the film, it's a happy kind of go-lucky film, and I want them to, out of the film, experience that, just kind of the addiction of being on the screen. And then when you look at the car and you realize the devastation that screens, being on the screen and driving happens, then I want them to be taken aback and realize that literally 80% of all car crashes are caused by distracted driving. And 91.54% of the world owns a cell phone. So what's interesting about this is that people pick up their phone about 150 times a day. And what do we do when we get in the car? So that is what the car represents in my art piece.
Well, the art piece, it's striking. It's something that, again, you can experience at 100 Kellogg Lane. In terms of what prompted this, Sharlene, was there something that you looked to that said, this is what I want to do? I need to draw some attention to screen addiction and distracted driving?
Yes, so it actually came from my real life situation. I have 4 children, and even before COVID, they were addicted to the screen. So after COVID, it was much harder because the kids were on the screen for online learning. However, before COVID, I wrote this film 3 years ago. We had one computer, and the kids were given, 45 minutes each of screen time. And they would fight every time they would get off. And so this was a huge problem in my home that I wanted to address. And as I started to look into this problem deeper and deeper, there are some really interesting facts that I learned about screen time and addiction. And I just really wanted to make people aware of this problem.
Well, it certainly has drawn a lot of attention to it. What's the reaction been like so far?
The reaction has been amazing. I was there, and there was this mom and this little kid, and the little kid was really drawn to it. And, kids are attracted to iPhones and iPads because we as parents have them, and that's what the film is about. And they are learning from us, basically, to be on these devices. And what we really want to do is bring awareness to this problem.
Well, you certainly have done that. Is there somewhere else, if someone can't make it to Kellogg Lane, is there somewhere else that they can see this piece?
Yeah, so they can go to my website. I have pictures of it displayed there, which is just www.Sharlene, Sharlene, Rochard, Rochard.com. And they can see what's on display there, and they can also see some of my other up and coming current installations that represent the same issue.
Screen addiction is huge. Distracted driving is something that, like you say, is involved in so many crashes and is such an issue right now. Thanks for drawing our attention to it in this way. Sharlene, the piece is incredible and the film accompanies it. Thanks so much for spending some time with us today.
Thank you so much.
All the best.
You too.
That is Sharlene Rochard.